I'm Carly with Printwear magazine, and we are here today with Marc Vila from Coleman & Company talking about email marketing programs. How are you, Marc?
Doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. So first off, what are the biggest benefits of doing an email marketing program?
The biggest benefits I see that has to offer really any size business, small or large, is going to be the ability to keep in close contact with your customers no matter where they are. So on their mobile device, at their business, on their computer, even when they're might not be in the office, the ability to continually engage with them. The ability to ask them to engage with you socially, whether it might be on social media, view new videos you have going on, comment, ask questions on Facebook or Twitter, things like that. And then, of course, just simple things like announcing sales that you've got, making sure that they continually visit your website if you're a web-based business. If it's not a web-based business, that they continue to walk into your storefront, give them reasons to show up, give them reasons to remember who you are, and continually build your brand with them. So you're always the person that they associate with whatever product you sell. So if it's custom t-shirt printing or rhinestones, you want them to, when they think of that product, you want them to, the first thing that comes to mind is your business. And email marketing allows you to continually stay in front of their face.
What are the best strategies for email marketing? For example, should you be in your subscribers' inboxes at all time or selling more of the promotional stuff for holidays and sales?
Well, okay, yeah, this is a completely loaded question. Doing things like just holidays or just specials might not be often enough for your customer. If the purpose is to keep in front of their face and build brand awareness and have a association from when they, like I mentioned before, if they're thinking of rhinestones, they're thinking of you. So in that case, you're going to need to be in front of their face more often than, say, just for a 4th of July and a Thanksgiving and a Black Friday and such sales. So you're going to want to engage with them on a regular basis. The frequency of that is going to depend on what you sell. You have to give them a reason to want to receive and open your emails and not delete, and especially not send to spam. So if you're selling just strictly t-shirts and you offer no other level of social engagement or no benefit to either their business or their personal life by blog posts or stories or videos, sales are tough to do every day. If you're saying you have a new t-shirt every single day, it's got to be fresh, new content. So really the content that you have to deliver is going to drive the frequency of your emails. If you have a t-shirt of the day type of thing and they're particularly funny or interesting or topical, then a daily email might be perfect. If it's just come see us about your custom embroidery, well, at that point in time, you might want to back that off a little bit, weekly or bi-weekly. You got to watch the statistics on your email and try to push that limit. So look at how many are opened, how many are sent to spam, which is hopefully 0, and how many are clicked. And what you want to do is increase that frequency until you start getting a little bit of a diminishing return. So if you have 25% of people opening and that continues to grow, and then you get to a frequency point where now you have 15% of people opening, you've hit your threshold. So you've got to watch your numbers, and you can send as many emails as you want as long as the people are opening them and reading them and clicking on them.
Okay. And then kind of along the same lines, is there any language you should avoid to keep from being spammed or unsubscribed to?
Yes. Deliverability is the most important thing when it comes to email. So making sure that you're not in spam boxes is definitely the most important thing. Specifically, there's a few levels of this. If you're automatically put into spam, that's the worst, because it's going to be bad for your domain. It's going to be bad for your deliverability, and whatever email service you're working with is not going to want to work with you very long if you're automatically being put into spam. Then the next level down is people manually adding you to spam, which can be equally as bad, but at least it's not automated. However, you want to avoid that as well, and then further from that, you want to avoid just being deleted. So some specific things are, first and foremost, is adhering to email rules and regulations, which is known as the Can-Spam Act, and that has specific guidelines on what you need to follow in regards to sending emails out. So you want to make sure that you're sending emails to people who want to receive them. Don't send emails to purchase lists. Don't send any spam type of emails to people who aren't expecting to receive it, because that's immediately going to trigger emails not being delivered.
How do you avoid spam filters then? You
want to avoid spam trigger words that might seem like a good idea at first, but in reality they're not. So things like all caps in your subject line, or free offer, act now in all caps, or adding lots of special characters like 3 or 4 star signs and then a message and then a smiley face at the end. Although you might feel that might get somebody's attention because it looks different than what's in your inbox, there's a reason why it looks different than what's in your inbox, is because those type of messages are being pushed away, especially as email has evolved. Deliverability is going to be what drives kind of how emails are structured. So you want to make sure that you are developing a good subject line that's attention getting but not spammy, and it has to match the content that's in there. So if you're putting about a particular sale or a particular offer, you need to make sure that what's in that email matches that offer. If they don't match, then you're going to be automated or manually put into spam or deleted.
What email services are best for scheduling content, in your opinion?
For the average small business person, you're going to want a simple email client to use, meaning that it's easy to send emails. You don't have to know programming in HTML, or you don't have to know how to resize and reformat for different devices, like if somebody's looking at an email on a mobile device versus a desktop. Mm-hmm. So you're going to want a program that's going to do all that automatically for you, where you can drag and drop images in and insert text and resize. So some good software for that: MailChimp, Constant Contact, Benchmark, GetResponse, iContact, Aweber. Those are all that I would recommend any small business owner getting into. And there's a decent amount of scalability with those. So you're going to be able to get in there and create emails, whether you have 20 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers. And then from there, anything beyond that, like going with something like Exact Target, that's a particularly larger one, or Bronto. Those two particular services right there are going to be for your bigger markets. Those are going to require a level of programming to be able to run those. They are going to require, those software is really robust, so there's going to require a lot of knowledge and a lot of training to be able to get that stuff up and running, compared to something like MailChimp or Constant Contact. You could be up and running and sending emails literally that day. I mean, that afternoon that you just go to make the decision, you could be sending emails out.
What advice can you offer a small business starting an email marketing plan for the first time?
You have to think about where you're going to get your emails from. Who are you going to send to? So you don't want to purchase lists and trading lists and things like that. Generally, that's bad email practice. So you want to think further than that of how am I going to get people to subscribe? So if you've got a website, of course, you can offer a newsletter, a coupon sign up, or an exclusive offer sign up. Offer it, share it on your social media sites, and just get your email sign up out there. Allow people to come in and sign up. If you have an online store, add it at your checkout. Ask them if they're willing to sign up for emails with a checkbox. If you have a storefront, give them a reason to sign up in your store. Great, especially if you're going to actually interact with your customers in person. Some great things you could do is actually have a computer, a laptop, or an iPad, something of that effect, actually at your checkout counter, and ask them, have the cashier or yourself say, hey, you want to sign up for our emails? You get exclusive offers, deals, and news about us, and actually get them to electronically sign up right there. The other option would be to have them manually sign up by signing up on a form, whether you might be at a trade show or something like that. That's another way, but you always want to be careful about the validity of those emails at that point in time, because there's no way to verify them if it's not done electronically. Mm-hmm. So where you're getting emails from and how you're going to get them, extremely important. And then the next is thinking about the messages that you want to deliver. So every email that you write, you want to make sure you have all of the stages down on how you're going to set that email up. So start with, what message do you want to deliver? Is it a coupon? Is it a sale? Is it news about your business? Start there, and then work your way up. So start with a message. I have a message that it's going to be Black Friday is coming up. I want to be able to offer a buy one, get one free custom t-shirt special. So now we know what we want to say. Then we work our way up. Well, what's a catchy subject line that we can put in there? So, creative custom t-shirts, a unique gift, something that actually says what you're offering. So the email subject should come from the body of the email. Then what we have is your pre-header. The pre-header of the email is, if you're looking at it on your mobile device, you see in bold, you see the subject, then you catch maybe about 60 or so characters underneath. That's your pre-header. In the pre-header, you want to put a little bit more to get them to actually want to open that. So, custom creative t-shirts, a unique gift. And then in your pre-header, you could say something like, Black Friday deals on custom-made t-shirts and also a holiday gift. So you want to think about how you want to structure your emails. We're not talking about any software or anything yet. This is just conceptual.
What generates clicks and actions in email messages?
We talked about the subject line in that pre-header. Those are going to be the most important things to do. And two things that you could do to help refine those is to actually test different things within your subject and within your pre-header. So testing is huge for an email marketer, and if you want to be particularly good at email marketing, then you're going to want to test essentially every email you send out, which means you send a portion of an email with one message to a portion of your list, a portion with a different message, slightly altered. Only change one thing, so we have something that's scientifically testable, and then whatever one wins is the one that goes out. And I'll tell you, honestly, the most fun stuff for me is when I believe I've written a winning subject line, I still make myself come up with the alternative, and the alternative wins. That means that I don't know everything. It means I have a lot more to learn. So think about what you're writing and test it whenever you can. And then always if you're having a call to action like buy now or read this blog or see this new video, make sure that the call to action is very clear and easy to find. So if you have some people that you can put the email in front of ahead of time, and don't tell them what to do, but see if they figure it out. If you have a handful of people you can test that on, make sure that the button is clear, that they see it, they know where it is, and they know what's going to happen when they click it. And when they land on that page there, you have to make sure that those two pieces of content and the branding between them fit. So if you have an image of a dog on a t-shirt in your email, wherever you're sending them to should probably have a dog and or a t-shirt or possibly a related image on there. So they feel very comfortable in this experience. So they read the subject line and the pre-header, they felt good about it, they saw your message, it was relevant to what the subject said, they found the call to action, they clicked on it, and they know they're in the right place. Once they know they're in the right place, now it's up to you and your website development, or even if the call to action is just a phone call. As long as they feel comfortable in that transaction, then you're going to get good clicks. And just always test it and always try new things and be creative and make sure you're sending it relevant content to the people that want it. And I think that will always generate good clicks.
Well, thank you so much for your time and insight, Marc.
Thanks a lot for having me. I appreciate your time too. At Coleman & Company here, we do take email marketing seriously, and I'm really happy to pass off any of my knowledge to apparel decorators to help them improve their business.
For more videos, please visit printwearmag.com.